Begin with a story you'll only see on WHAS 11 News tonight. Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us after Monday Night Football. I'm Doug Proffitt. The family at the center of a growing debate over the early parole of their son's killer and the Kentucky law that allowed it is talking to us one-on-one tonight in Central Kentucky. WHAS 11's Ian Hardwitt is back from Versailles tonight, where he interviewed the family members of Logan Tipton. And Ian, I can imagine their main concern is that Ronald Exantus, their son's killer, is now being sent back to Kentucky.
Yes, Doug, he's in a Central Florida jail for now, but the Tiptons worry about crossing paths with Exantus again. He had 12 years left on his sentence here in Kentucky, but the family says that's not enough. But what they hold closer to their hearts than the fear of running into him is their love for Logan.
That's number 63, Aiden Tipton. It's the same number his brother Logan wore during his first year of football at age 6.
And I often wonder, how big would Logan be? What would his temperament, his personality be like? Would he still be the same gentle, loving little boy?
Ronald Exantus admitted to taking Logan's life one dark night, December 7th, 2015. A jury found him not guilty due to insanity. He was sentenced to 20 years for assaulting Logan's sisters with a knife and his father, Dean.
They said Ron had a mental break. We've had multiple mental breaks over the last 10 years. It never once gave me the right to go out and commit a crime.
Exantus served 7 years in a Kentucky prison. He got out early because of state law.
Put your hands behind your back, Ron.
Yes, sir.
A Florida sheriff arrested Exantus a week after his release for failing to register as a felon.
I get up every morning and get on the Marion County Sheriff's Department website, pull up the inmate list, type his name in just to check and make sure he's there.
Logan's mom, Heather.
It's just, honestly, it feels like it's just been a mess from the start. It wasn't handled correctly by anybody. This guy crossed state lines and committed a murder. I think that makes it federal.
The White House stated it's investigating the case, but hasn't provided any details or contacted the Tiptons. They also weren't told about the parole board vote that unanimously called for Exantus to stay imprisoned.
As the victims, we have the right to be there.
Yeah.
And they never invited you to the
Exactly.
Oh.
We didn't find out about the hearing until after they came out and said, well, people at the parole board are being threatened.
They wish that vote held more weight.
If I cross paths with him, you're going to make me a criminal. And I will gladly spend the rest of my life behind bars to know that my family, that she is safe and my children are safe. Because he said, I'm going to kill your entire family.
Now, as of news time tonight, Ronald Exantus is still imprisoned over there in Central Florida in a jail. Kentucky lawmakers have called for U.S. attorneys to try this case at a federal level. The family's called for the passage of Logan's Law here in Kentucky, which would hold people found insane in court in psychiatric facilities after they're released from prison. In the studio, I'm Ian Hardwitt for WHAS 1119. On your side.
All right, they're an incredibly strong family. Thank you very much, Ian.